This looks like the BMW flagship that could make an X7 feel almost ordinary. But there is one detail every buyer needs to hear before believing the headlines. As of August 4, 2026, BMW has not officially announced or listed a production 2027 X8. The vehicle shown here is an independent next-generation concept vision, and its specifications and prices should be treated as informed estimates rather than factory-confirmed information. And honestly, that makes this story even more interesting, because these images reveal exactly what BMW would have to create if it wanted to challenge the Range Rover, Mercedes Maybach GLS, Bentley Bentayga, and its own controversial XM with one unapologetic flagship SUV. Welcome to The Car Analyst, your trusted destination for detailed, unbiased, and high-authority automotive reviews, comparisons, and future vehicle analysis. By the end of this video, we will decide what an X8 like this could cost, which powertrain would make the most sense, and whether you should consider buying one over an X7, XM, or Range Rover. The first thing this design gets right is presence. It has the long hood, ultra-wide body, tall shoulder line, and substantial rear quarter expected from a true flagship. The front is dominated by an enormous illuminated kidney grille, yet the ultra-slim headlights and deep lower intakes give it a more controlled architectural appearance than some recent BMW designs. This is not supposed to be a compact crossover enlarged through clever camera angles. Its body looks genuinely substantial, with a broad stance, powerful wheel arches, and enough visual mass to communicate both performance and luxury. From the side, the roofline has a coupe-inspired sweep while preserving enough cabin length for serious passenger spaces. That balance is essential. BMW already has the X6 for style-focused buyers and the X7 for families requiring 3 rows. An X8 would need to be more dramatic than an X7, more luxurious than an X6, and less polarizing than the XM. It cannot simply be another large SUV wearing a more expensive badge. It has to feel like the 7 Series of BMW's X family. The rear may be the most convincing angle. A full-width lighting graphic emphasizes the body's width. The shoulders sit heavily over the rear wheels, and the deep bumper supports the muscular stance. BMW should use functional exhaust outlets on combustion models and avoid making the rear window too shallow. Flagship styling matters, but owners still need visibility, luggage room, and an airy cabin. Inside, the concept moves into proper limousine territory. The burgundy leather, open-pore wood, metal speaker grills, and continuous ambient lighting create the warmth many screen-dominated interiors have lost. The dashboard uses a wide digital display, but physical controls remain available for important functions. That is the correct approach. A 6-figure SUV should not hide basic climate, suspensions, and audio controls inside multiple touchscreen menus. The rear cabin is where an X8 would truly justify its name and price. These images imagine 2 individual executive seats, with powered leg rests, heating, ventilation, massage functions, thick comfort pillows, dedicated touchscreens, powered sunshades, a refrigerated compartment, and a large theater display. Add 4-zone climate control, air purification, acoustic laminated glass, soft closed doors, a panoramic roof with programmable lighting, and a premium Bowers & Wilkins audio system, and the X8 could become a genuine chauffeur-driven alternative to a flagship sedan. BMW could offer 2 configurations: a 4-seat executive model focused on maximum luxury, and a 5-seat version providing more everyday practicality. A 3rd row may be possible, but forcing 7 seats into a sloping body could compromise both comfort and cargo capacity. Buyers who genuinely need 3 rows would probably still be better served by the more upright X7. The technology does not have to be science fiction created only for an impressive thumbnail. BMW's confirmed next-generation direction already includes Neue Klasse electronics, panoramic iDrive, and the Heart of Joy control unit, which coordinates major driving functions with extremely rapid processing. The 2027 7 Series also demonstrates how BMW is bringing Neue Klasse-derived digital technology into its luxury models. A future X8 could integrate steering, braking, torque distribution, regenerative braking, and adaptive suspension, so the vehicle responds as one coordinated machine rather than several electronic systems fighting one another. That is where BMW can separate itself from competitors. It does not need to win by installing the largest screen. It needs to make a very heavy luxury SUV feel natural, precise, and confidence-inspiring from behind the wheel. For powertrains, the smartest strategy would be choice. An entry model could use a turbocharged inline-six plug-in hybrid system, producing approximately 500 horsepower. A V8-powered M Performance version could target around 650 horsepower, while an eventual X8 M flagship could move beyond 700 horsepower. An all-electric iX8 would also make sense with an 800-volt electrical architecture, rapid DC charging, and a target driving range above 350 miles. Those are estimates rather than confirmed specifications, but they represent the performance expected in this segment. In the real world, the plug-in hybrid would probably be the sweet spot, around 500 to 600 horsepower. Useful electric commuting capability and strong long-distance flexibility would provide silent urban driving without making every extended journey dependent on charging stops. The V8 would sound better and deliver more emotional character, but it would also bring higher fuel, insurance, and maintenance expenses. The electric model could be the smoothest and quickest version, although its appeal would depend on charging access and how effectively BMW manages battery weight. Acceleration will attract headlines, but ride quality will determine whether owners genuinely love this vehicle. A flagship X8 would need dual-axle air suspension, adaptive dampers, active anti-roll control, rear-wheel steering, and a predictive system capable of preparing the suspension for approaching road imperfections. In comfort mode, it should isolate broken pavement and expansion joints without feeling disconnected or floaty. In sport mode, it should control its mass through fast corners without becoming unnecessarily harsh. I would choose 22-inch wheels over more dramatic 24-inch wheels. The smaller option would deliver better ride quality, lower tire costs, and less risk of wheel damage, while still looking appropriately substantial. Driver assistance could include hands-free highway driving where permitted, automated lane changes, remote parking, a high-resolution 360-degree camera, blind spot intervention, and advanced trailer assistance. However, the interface must remain predictable. Luxury technology becomes irritating when it constantly interrupts the driver, misunderstands road markings, or buries frequently used functions. The best assistance system is not necessarily the one that performs the most tricks during a dealership demonstration. It is the one owners continue to trust after 6 months in rain, traffic, and poorly marked construction zones. Now we need to discuss price, because this is where the X8 either becomes a credible flagship or an expensive identity crisis. BMW's current United States lineup places the 2027 X7 xDrive 40i at approximately $87,500, the X7 M60i at $115,000, and the Alpina XB7 at $156,000. The BMW XM label starts at roughly $159,600 before options and additional charges. A believable X8 would therefore need to start between approximately $125 and $135,000. A V8 M Performance version could reach $150,000 to $165,000, while an X8M or 4-seat ultra-luxury model could approach $180,000 to $200,000 after desirable options. That would place it directly against highly specified Range Rover models, the Mercedes Maybach GLS, and the lower end of Bentley Bentayga territory. At a $130,000, an X8 could represent a stylish, more exclusive, and technology-rich step above the X7. At $180,000, buyers would expect exceptional materials, near-silent refinement, concierge-level customer service, and considerably greater exclusivity. Stitching quality, switchgear, door operation, seat comfort, paint finish, and cabin isolation would all need to feel special every day. Not only under carefully positioned showroom lighting, ownership costs would also be substantial. Depending on the selected powertrain, annual mileage, insurance profile, and location, I would budget approximately $12,000 to $20,000 per year for insurance, fuel or electricity, tires, scheduled maintenance, registration, and depreciation before including finance payments. A heavily driven V8 could exceed that estimate. Large performance tires may cost several $1,000s per set. Sophisticated air suspension components can become expensive outside warranty. And flagship luxury SUVs frequently experience significant depreciation during their first several years. The advantages are easy to identify: commanding road presence, a rich and inviting cabin, potentially outstanding rear seat comfort, serious performance, and the opportunity to combine BMW driving character with limousine-grade luxury. An X8 could also provide something more conventional and usable than the XM, while looking more exclusive and emotionally appealing than an X7. The disadvantages are equally clear. The exterior risks becoming excessive. The sloping roof may reduce cargo capacity. The enormous amount of electronic complexity could weaken long-term ownership confidence, and the price could overlap vehicles from brands carrying greater prestige. Weight would be another major concern, particularly for plug-in hybrid and battery electric versions. Without a clearly defined mission, the X8 could also overlap too heavily with the X7, Alpina XB7 and XM. So, should you buy it? Today, no, because there is no officially confirmed production BMW X8 available to order, and these exact images, specifications, and prices are not factory information. But should BMW build something close to this vision, the inline-six plug-in hybrid would probably be the intelligent purchase. It could offer the strongest balance of performance, refinement, usable electric driving, and manageable ownership cost. The V8 would be the emotional choice for buyers willing to accept higher running expenses in exchange for sound, character, and effortless power. The full X8M would undoubtedly be thrilling, but it could be difficult to justify unless maximum performance mattered more to you than comfort, efficiency, and long-term value. My honest verdict is that BMW should build an X8, but only as a genuine luxury flagship rather than a stretched X6 or a softer-looking XM. Give it the space and usability of an X7, the cabin atmosphere of a 7 Series, the chassis intelligence expected from BMW, and styling that looks expensive rather than merely aggressive. Keep the entry price close to $130,000, preserve physical controls, offer a sophisticated plug-in hybrid powertrain, and make rear seat comfort a genuine priority. Get that combination right, and the X8 could become one of the most desirable German luxury SUVs of the decade. Miss that balance, and it may be remembered as another oversized, overpowered, and overpriced experiment. This imagined 2027 BMW X8 already possesses the visual impact. BMW would now need to deliver the engineering, comfort, craftsmanship, and restraint required to make the badge believable. Would you choose this over the BMW X7, XM, Range Rover, or Mercedes Maybach GLS? Share your choice below and subscribe to The Car Analyst for more detailed, honest, and future-focused automotive breakdowns.